North Korea has launched 2 presumed short-range ballistic missiles into the sea, according to South Korea's military. The projectiles were fired early on Saturday morning. Seoul called on Pyongyang to stop its military demonstrations immediately.
North Korea ordered ruling party executives to refrain from behaving in a way that could damage solidarity. The regime's official newspaper, the Nodong Shinmun, published an article highlighting ethics as key to a worker's value and dignity, aimed at scrutinizing members showing disrespect to senior administrative executives. Party workers have been ordered to adhere to codes of honor and ethics at all times. This comes at a time when the communist state deems internal unity to be of utmost importance in dealing with prolonged sanctions.
Kim Yo-jong, the younger sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, has re-established herself at the center of power. It's been more than a year since the leader's younger sister Kim Yo-jong was dismissed from the bureau during a plenary session of the Workers' Party held in April last year, after the failed summit in Hanoi, which ended without any agreement between Kim Jong-un and the U.S. President Donald Trump.
North Korea this morning fired a series of short-range projectiles presumed to be cruise missiles towards the East Sea. They were launched at around 7 a.m. from sites near the eastern coastal town of Muncheon. Officials from South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the launches lasted more than 40 minutes. The missiles flew more than 150 kilometers and are presumed to be similar to cruise missiles it launched 3 years ago. This comes a day ahead of South Korea's general election, as well as a North Korean public holiday, the Day of the Sun, on which the North celebrates the birthday of its late founder Kim Il-sung. The North also flew fighter jets today, and some of its Russian Sukhoi fighter jets fired air-to-surface rockets from a location near the eastern city of Wonsan.
Voters headed to some 3,500 polling stations nationwide on Friday to cast their ballots for the 300 parliamentary seats that will make up the 21st National Assembly.
But the opposition party is probably also going to take an opportunity to attack Moon for what has been, by and large, an unsuccessful event to negotiate with the North Koreans and lead to any kind of breakdown of their nuclear program or any kind of business across the border.
The polls have now closed. There's been a surge in turnout, with more than 66% of eligible voters casting their ballot. That's the highest in 28 years.
Polling data suggests that this could be one of the largest turnouts for a midterm election in Korean history, possibly over 60%.
And what do you read from that?
Well, Korea is a relatively young democracy, and the democracy was hard won. I think people still appreciate it here, and so voter turnout is generally quite high, certainly compared with Western democracies.
This election is also being touted as a referendum on the reforms recently passed in South Korea. These electoral reforms are giving the 18-year-olds the right to vote for the very first time. Could these 18-year-olds prove to be the deal breaker, since the young are quite fed up of inequality and the wage gap?
They certainly have an opportunity they didn't before in a country that struggles with finding young people jobs and getting their voices heard.
In South Korea, the ruling party has won big in parliamentary elections held Wednesday. The outcome may boost President Moon Jae-in's efforts to improve relations with North Korea.